and welcome to Instagram Bio Bootcamp. I'm excited to help you kind of revamp your bio and help you understand really just the basics of what belongs in your bio and what you should keep far, far away from it. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we will dive right into this. Give me a second, maybe. Hold on. There we go. There's our present button. All right, perfect. Okay, so like I said, this is the Bio Bootcamp. I originally did this workshop about four, maybe 5 years ago. And since then, we've had, I think, close to 5,000 people go through this training. So I wanted to update it and give you some new ways to think about the bio because things change. We all know Instagram likes to spring changes on us. So hopefully, this will give you a new look at what belongs in your bio and how to actually use your bio to not only increase the odds of a follow, but increase the odds of somebody sticking around and eventually becoming a customer, a student, a client. Um, that's the whole point. All right. So, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Bree. I'm a social media strategist. I get paid to find trends before they go viral on Instagram, and I share them with you all the time on my page. The other thing that I really, really love doing is helping multi-passionate entrepreneurs find their one thing, the thing that kind of ties all their gifts and passions together, and they can build a 6 and 7 figure brand around it. And then I help them design their content so that they can become seen, known, and paid for it. So that's the goal for your content and for your bio as well, that it helps you become seen. We get attention from your content and from your bio. We help you become known for the thing that you are the best at, and then we help you become paid for that thing. All right, so by the end of this, hopefully you'll have an idea of what to change your bio to, what to tweak, what to edit, and you'll increase your odds of growing at a faster pace. All right, so three things we're really going to cover. The first is why is your bio the most valuable real estate on your page? And it really truly is. I'll walk you through that. Which part of your bio is actually searchable? And then how to turn those profile visits into follows and purchases, right? That's the point. We want to grow and we also want to make money from our account. So that's the ultimate goal of getting this bio really, really dialed in. All right, so your bio needs to pass what I call a 5 second test. We don't look at somebody's page and like hang around going, well, I wonder if she means this. Maybe she really can help me. No, well, you've got 5 seconds, maybe even less than that. I'm gonna look. If I don't see something that feels like it matters to me or it's important to me or it's going to help me solve a problem, I'm out. I am out. The other thing that has to happen if I came to your profile from one of your pieces of content, say you have a reel that did great, and I click on your profile because I'm like, oh, I loved this. I go to your profile and your bio says nothing even related to what I just watched in your content. That's a problem. I'm not going to follow you because I thought you did this. Now I go to your bio and I don't see anything about that. I wanted to follow what I just saw. So we need to make sure that there's congruency between your content and your bio. Ultimately, when I land on your page, your bio should tell me who you are, what you do, how I will benefit from following you, and why I should click the link in your bio. Okay. That's what I want to see happen in those first 5 seconds. All right. So the bio is really the first thing people see when they click to your profile. It matters and it needs to answer the question, why should I stick around? How is this going to make my life better? How is it going to get me to the solution or the goal I have faster? Why should I follow you? So, first things first, and some of these might feel pretty obvious to you, but you would be surprised. So, let's go through some basic things that are like before we even dive into what your bio says, we need to make sure these things are set up properly. Okay, so first things first, your account cannot be private. Hopefully, you're not having a private account already. We need it to be a public account so that people can see you and see your content. We need them to be able to find you. You also need to have a professional account. If you are using Instagram to grow your business or your personal brand, it should be a professional account. Okay. So the professional account can either be business or creator, and I'll walk you through that decision in the next little section. But we need that to unlock the insights and like data that we need to inform your marketing strategy. So things like your view count, what reels are performing the best. We'll see all of those metrics in the professional dashboard. So we want to set that to a professional account. Only takes about 30 seconds to make these little changes. And I'm going to walk you through the decision of business or creator right now. Okay, so both operate as professional accounts. I will tell you that 99.9% of my students, clients, people I do actual content for out in the real world, I recommend for 99% of them having a creator account, even some of my brick and mortar people. The reason for that is you still get all the insights. You have access to all of the trending audios and like fun stuff that helps actually, kind of push your reach and your views. People can still message you right from your page, and it really is set up and designed for personal brands, coaches, but any business can be a creator account. Okay. If you have a business category account or business professional account, you will not have access to all of the trending audios. So if you're trying to, go to my page, grab one of the audios I'm recommending this week with the hook I attached to it, you may not be able to use it if you have a business account. So that being said, if you are a business who wants people to be able to book directly, maybe you're a yoga studio, a esthetician, you want people to be able to hit that book now button, you're going to need to have a business account. If you want people to be able to shop links through your actual reels, like click on the sweater and then buy it, that is going to be a business account situation. The workaround for you will be setting your category to entrepreneur as a business account. Okay. That will get you access to some of those trending audios. Not exactly the full amount, but it is a good workaround. So if you're going to be a business account, make sure your category is set to entrepreneur. Okay. I still 99.9% of you should have creator accounts. It's just easier and you have access to more tools. Okay. All right, this is my favorite part of the bio and of this whole training because it actually makes the biggest impact. So this part that's circled on the screen, that is what's called your name line. So I don't want you to get your name line confused with your handle. The handle is, what people type in to find you. So for me, it's at Brienne_Williams. That's my handle. My name line is right below that. So for me, it says Brienne Williams, has the up and down pipe, social media strategy plus IG growth. That is the name line. It is the most important real estate in your entire bio on your entire page. It matters the most because other than your handle, this is the only line of your bio that SEO reads. So if I've got this brilliant wording in the rest of my bio, all these keywords down there, and up here I've got nothing but my name, SEO has no idea about the rest of the stuff. It is not sending anybody to my account who are searching those keywords. So we need keywords in that name line. I'm going to walk you through this. Okay, so first, how you actually edit that name line. You'll go to edit profile and then name will be right underneath your handle. So where it says name, that is your name line, okay? Really, really important that we don't get those two things confused. All right, so what goes in the name line? It doesn't necessarily have to even be your name. If your name is in your handle, you may not need to repeat it, right? Again, that name line is precious real estate. We want to use it to put as many of the right search terms or keywords as possible. So if we don't need the name, you can get rid of it. Same with a business name. If you have your business name in the handle, you may not need to repeat it again. We want keywords in that name line. If I like mine has my first and last name, and then I've got keywords that follow. That's how you will do yours as well. What keywords really boils down to, these are the exact words or terms that your ideal customer, client, or student is actually typing into the Instagram search bar. Okay. What it is not is like some clever thing that you say or some phrase you've invented or the name of your business or the methodology you have. No one is searching that, right? No one is searching your Instagram bestie. No, I'm searching social media strategy, how to grow on Instagram, viral reel ideas. That's what I'm searching. No one is searching your new Amazon find best friend. No one is searching, your fitness, your health and wellness bestie. No, 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 no. No clever terms. We want clear, not clever. Okay. So only the exact keywords that your ideal person would be typing into the Instagram search bar. That's what belongs in the name line. If you don't know what those are, highly suggest taking a screenshot of your profile, upload it to Claude or ChatGPT, and say, help me find keywords for my niche, for my industry, or for my brand. It'll tell you plenty. But really, ultimately, these are words that are being typed into the search bar. You can also go to your Instagram search bar, type in something you do. So you could talk about female or women's hormones, women's fat loss over 40. See what other terms pop up. That'll help you have a better idea of the right keywords for your page. It needs to be short and super clear, right? Again, we're not being clever here, we're being clear. Okay, this is a big warning. The name line can only be edited 2 times in a 14-day period. So as you make these tweaks to your name line, be very careful and very mindful that you're happy with what you have written there before you hit submit. We only get 2 changes to the name line in a 14-day period. The rest of your bio, the meat and potatoes part below that, you can change all day, every day, anytime you want. The name line, though, we get those 2 changes in a 14-day period. So just be mindful before you hit submit. You might want to play around with this, like in your Notes app or in a Google Doc, before you start playing around with it in your actual account. Okay, so what the heck do we put in the actual bio? Well, we get 150 characters, so we need to treat this like a pitch and not just a page, right? So let's talk first about the what not to includes, okay? And some of these, hopefully I don't mean to offend anyone if you have these in your bio right now. But if you do, let's get rid of them. Okay, so here's the first thing we don't want. I don't need your kids' names. I don't need your dog's name. I don't need to know that you love coffee. I don't need to know that you're married. I don't need to know that you have 5 kids. None of that matters to me. What matters, what belongs in your bio is stuff that matters to me and has an implication on my life and tells me why I should follow you. Okay. We also don't want words in our bio that don't really mean anything to anyone else. Things like dreamer, boss babe, that's not going to do it. We don't need tons of emojis where words would do the same job. So if you're going to put an emoji, it should be for emphasis or really doing some heavy lifting. Otherwise, they don't need to be there. And then anything that makes somebody have to work hard to figure it out, get rid of it. So a lot of times I see this in the life coach space, mindset coaches, anything that kind of teeters into that land. A lot of times we'll see stuff in bios that looks like helping you become the highest version of yourself. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Tell me like you would tell a 10-year-old. We don't want to see things like helping you, step into alignment in your life and business. Again, what does alignment mean? You cannot give me these woo-woo words that I have to go, I don't even actually know what you mean by that. How is that actually going to affect my life? How does that show up in my life? What is the thing I'm actually trying to change? No one's waking up going, gosh, I just wish I could be more in alignment today, right? We don't talk like that. One way that I explain how to word your bio is mom splain it. And what I mean by that is, how would you explain this to your 4th grader? Right? If you're a mom, how does a mom explain something to her kids? That's how you need to explain what you do, who you help, and why they should follow you in your bio. Momsplain it. Okay. So again, 150 characters is not a lot. And I need you to know that that includes spaces, that includes commas, that includes emojis. Everything counts as a character. So it has to be tight and we have to be mindful about the words that we're choosing. Again, when you first are starting to write a bio, the nutshell, the basic frame of this is who you help, how you help them, and why they should pick you. What makes you different than everybody else that does the same thing that you do? Okay, here's 5 questions you can answer in a bio that will instantly upgrade what you've got. So, what do you do? In a very simple, easy to understand way, what do you do? Who do you do it for? What problem do you solve for them? What makes you different? And what proof do you have? That is a really simple way to write a bio that instantly communicates to me why I should stick around, who you are, why it matters to me, and how you're going to help me, why I should follow you. Okay. Adding a qualifier is a great way to separate yourself from all the competition. I know a lot of times I work with fitness people, people in, the business space, business coaches, and they're always like, my niche is so crowded. There's so many people doing what I do. Great. Even more important for you to add a qualifier. So time, with or without, and price are great qualifiers to add to how you help people. So what that looks like is I help you X in less than 30 days. Or with or without, I help you grow on Instagram without ever having to go viral. Okay. Or price, I help you build your own website for under $100. Great, right? Those are qualifiers that make me understand that you're going to help me in a way that other people may not. Okay, so that's what we kind of refer to as your I help statement. Now, this is kind of like old school bio territory. And when you look at my bio, I actually don't have an I help statement any longer. And you don't necessarily need one. But until you know exactly what you want to be known for and exactly what kind of content you're going to post routinely, starting with an I help statement is a great place for you to start because it really is clear to the viewer. Okay, cool. She's going to help me by this. Breaks it down with no questions. So essentially, the I help statement is I help who you help get blank result without thing they don't want to do. Okay, so it could be I help cool moms put together outfits for under $100. Love that. I help realtors get listings from Instagram without cold calling. I help busy women eat high protein without living in the kitchen. See how we did that and made it specific? That's what we want. Okay. So let's break down my bio so you can see the version of this that I currently use. Again, I said it, I don't have an I help statement in any longer. I used to, but now that I am known for posting viral real ideas, I'm known for certain things that my audience expects, and I want to communicate that in my bio. So again, the name line, we've gone through that already. The first line really is who I help, what they get if they follow me. So posting daily real ideas you can copy. That is as clear as it gets. You know that pretty much every day I'm going to post a real idea that you can grab and go do it yourself. Easy. I made social media like a no-brainer for you. What I do, the outcome that I deliver for people, turning your content into cash. Okay, sign me up for that. Then I've got my offer right underneath it. Get a year of coaching with me for $77. And it points, again, I always use that finger point emoji. Here's why. Because again, I don't want people to go, where's the link? And you would be surprised how often that happens. Make it obvious. Arrow, finger point, point to the link you want them to click and tell them why they need to click it. Okay. So we'll get to that in a little more depth here in a second. Okay, so this is an old bio makeover I did years ago, but I want you to see the difference. The profile image. She had a graphic before, really impersonal, doesn't connect with me. So we swapped it to a great headshot of her. It was also hard to read and never told me how I would benefit from following her. So she said, parent coach, Australian Association of Family Therapists, professional member. Do you love the idea of respectful, connected parenting, but struggle, blah, blah, blah. Can't even read the rest of it. Um, I'm not going to follow, right? It doesn't have anything that gets my attention like, oh, that's that thing I've been trying to get help with. So we swapped it to get your kids to listen without bribes, yelling, or losing it. Great. Where do I sign up, right? That's what I'm talking about. Make it about the audience. How are they going to benefit from following you? Got it? So we broke up her text with emojis, made it like bullet points that are easy to read, and we made it very clear how she helps people. Okay, this is Celia, one of my favorite students and clients. She had 86 followers when she started working with me, and now she's over 70,000, which is amazing. So we helped Celia find her one thing, which was really doing these simple one skillet meals, and she shares recipes over and over again, and she's become known for that, right? Which is amazing. So again, her name line does the hard work, right? It says exactly what she does. And if I'm typing in one skillet meals, guess whose account is going to be shown to me? Celia's. That's the power of the keywords in your name line. Okay, so one skillet is also a qualifier. Okay, I don't care if this is a beautiful, healthy meal. If it takes me 19 different pans and pots, I'm out. I don't want to do that. The one skillet is a qualifier. It tells me simple, easy. Okay, it's not going to make a big mess. Sign me up. The bio says what I'm gonna get from following her. So posting daily, quick, easy, healthy recipes. Great. I know why I will benefit from following her. And then one clear next step, free recipe cards here with the arrow pointing to the link I click to get the free recipe card. Doesn't get more simple. Okay, this is summer. So again, keywords in the name line, hormones, weight loss, income. If I'm typing hormones, I'm going to see her account. If I type in weight loss, I'm going to see her account. The other thing here, helping women build a life they love, body, mighty, freedom. Okay, that's fine. But her qualifiers, leading with numbers, and her qualifiers or proof really are impactful. So 5 jobs to 6 figures in under a year. Okay, I'm like, all right, tell me more. What did you do? 24 pounds in 35 days. Okay, how'd you do that? Because that sounds awesome, right? And again, the 24 and 35 are odd numbers, which helps my brain go, those are probably real numbers. If you say 20 pounds in 2 weeks, now I feel like that's a generic number you just made up. But the odd number makes it land as true. So hold on to that. The free offer has a name, free in all caps, love all caps for the word free. Again, she's pointing to the link, broke to boss blueprint. Guess who knows they need that? Someone who's broke and tired of it, right? I'm going to click that easily. Makes sense? Okay. So, what should you actually be linking in your bio? Well, let's answer this question. What do you want people to do next after they find you? Do you want them to opt into a freebie or a lead magnet so you get their email? Hopefully, right? Because we want to be growing our email list simultaneously while we grow our Instagram. You don't own your followers. Something could happen tomorrow and Instagram could disappear. Guess what? Your people are gone. You need to be building that list. So that's a great place to put your freebie or a lead magnet right there in the link in bio so that people start coming onto your email list. What do you want them to do when they land on your page? The only reason you wouldn't have a freebie there is if you're promoting something right now. So I don't put my freebie in my bio anymore because I want people just to go right into the club. And it's a low enough ticket offer that I can leave it right there and people will opt into it. If you're in the middle of a launch, if you've got a workshop that is next month and you need to fill it, put that as the link in your bio. When people click that link, we want whatever they think they're clicking for should be the very first thing they see when they click the link, right? So don't bury the thing they're looking for at the end of like 5 other offers or information. Make sure it's the first thing I see. Okay, so again, I need you to give me a reason to click the link. No one wants to join your free newsletter. Like, please don't send me emails with just a bunch of stuff, right? I'm not signing up for that. And having start here as the reason to click your link isn't working either. I don't start here for what? Start here, why? Who needs to start here? What am I starting? Like it just is not clear enough. So we don't want start here. We don't want join my newsletter. Please don't do that. We don't want link in bio and we don't want learn more. Learn more about what? See a theme here? Okay, so a reason for people to click could be three hooks I used to hit 46,400 views. My exact bio formula, fill in the blank. A year of coaching with me for $77. That's mine. The one line I put in every bio I fix. Or you could say free in all caps, free viral hook workshop. That used to be my other one. Or free 10x your views workshop. That's what the viral hook workshop does, right? That's what used to be in mine. Okay, so the link you can change anytime, right? Again, if you've got something you're launching or promoting, put it right there. And then when it's over, go back to the lead magnet, go back to the freebie. Again, I always have people either use the finger point emoji or an arrow pointing down so that there is no guessing. Oh, I get it. I click right here. Because again, people, you would be surprised at how many DMs you'll get. I don't see the link. Okay, say why they need it, not just what it is. What will it do for them? And again, swap it out anytime you're going to sell. If it's something that's free, I always recommend putting the word free in all caps. We want people to realize, hey, this is free, grab it. You're going to want it. Okay, while we're on this page, I want to talk one last thing. It's not really bio, but it's bio adjacent. So I'm going to give you a little bonus. In your highlights, so these are the circle buttons. Mine say Cash Content Club, Filming Faves, Real Growth, etc. So those are the circles underneath my bio. I want you to think of those like your client journey. So having something like a start here, about me, your freebie or lead magnet should have its own highlight. Your offers should have their own highlight. I want somebody who finds you at 2 o'clock in the morning to be able to go, cool, I'm going to start here. I'm going to look at her information. Now I know how I can work with her, what freebie I can do. Great. I want to just sign up and book a call. All of those links will stay active because they're in my highlights and they started in stories. So make sure that your highlights tell the client journey and are actually helpful to help people take that next step with you and with your content. Okay, so here's a checklist. You can run through this as you kind of rewrite and tweak your bio. Is my name line clear and is it searchable? Do I have keywords in my name line? Does it say what I do? Does it say who I help? Does it name the result my people get from following me? Is my call to action obvious, clear? Does it say why they should click the link and how they'll benefit from clicking that link? Does my link, say what it is? And are my highlights intentional? Do they make sense in terms of a client path or a client journey? There's your simple bio checklist. Okay, so now you know what to put in your bio. You know the right words to say. You know the right places to put those words. Now is the time for you to figure out exactly what to post so that you become seen, known, and paid. And that is exactly what we do inside the Cash Content Club. So we would love to have you in here. This is what we've been kind of referring to. It's my $77 a year, like literally no monthly charges. It's like a killer deal. Join us inside the club. There's over 900 people already in here. Every week, I write hooks specifically for the club, and I have an app, if you want it, that will customize those specifically for your business, for your niche, and will actually write your content for you. But inside the club, we have twice a month a group coaching call where if you want my help, you get it. I stick around and help everybody on that call who wants to have a question answered or needs feedback on their content. You have a full library of trainings, a community of people rooting for you. Like I said, we have over 900 people inside the club, which is so incredible. And it's $77 a year. So it doesn't get much better than that. You also have the ability inside the club to post in our content questions tab and get my feedback on your content anytime, ask questions, get the help you need. It's a really great resource, especially if you're just starting out and trying to figure out why is my content not working and what do I need to do to fix it? the Cash Content Club is the place to be. So I'm so thankful that you were here with me. Hopefully, this helps your Instagram get a little more clear for your audience, who you are, how you help them, and how they're going to benefit from sticking around and following you. So I'd love to see a before and after. If you do make over your bio using these tips, send me a DM with the update. And I'd love to see you in the club. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, and my DMs are always open. Rooting for you. All right, bye guys.